Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Hello and welcome back into the tub for episode 78. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this week we're going to have another, once again, full-length episode interview.
Mm-hmm.
This one was another quite fun one.
It was a blast.
Yes. Want to thank Erica Icon at the Rub PR for bringing Ariel Demure into the tub to spend some time with us. And this was, a newer performer to us. Really fun, really
energetic.
Yeah. Joined us from her tub, which was great. And we really talked about a lot of different things. Pretty much across the board. We talked about lifestyle and swingers. Talked about where she got her start in adult and how her career has grown and expanded.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, pretty much the episode here this week. When this episode launches, we will be in eyeshot of Las Vegas for a vacation. Hopefully it's not too hot and it mellows out there a little bit. But yeah, it'll be a fun one. So remember to take care of yourselves. Take some time out of busy schedule just to mentally relax. Mental health, personal health. That's some of what this trip is for us for sure.
Once we get there.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, after a 3-day drive. Remember to follow us on social media as this excursion will be shared there. We are Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram. The Bergs on Reddit and Facebook. Can listen to this podcast on Apple, iHeart, Spotify, Pandora, and now on fullswapradio.com. So, as we said, take care of yourself. Pay for your porn. Take care of these performers and content creators. Wrap it before you tap it. Lick it before you stick it. And until next time,
we'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.
all right, welcome back into the tub. As we said, we have a very special guest with us. We want to thank Erica Icon at the Rub PR for bringing our next guest into the tub with us. Whether a fiery ginger, a blonde bombshell, or a dominating dark-haired vixen, this glamorous, award-nominated and winning performer is guaranteed to get your blood pumping, heart racing, and, well, you can imagine what else with her on-screen performances. She's worked for some of the top studios in the industry, such as Groovy, Trans Angels, and Evil Angel, just to name a few. With her determination and drive, that list, as well as the awards, are guaranteed to continue to grow over her career. Please welcome Ariel Demure. Hello, how are you?
Oh my goodness. Thank you for having me. What a beautiful introduction.
Why, thank you for joining us. And as we said, we're virtual. However, you are enjoying the tub as well.
Sure am, babe. I actually had a live stream earlier today on my personal streaming page, and I ended up in the tub. So I was like, oh my God, isn't that fun? I might as well just stay here.
There we go.
Get all pretty.
Nice.
And you're prepared with your beverage there.
I have something nice and sparkling to sip on. You know, nothing naughty going on.
Hey, Again, when we're in the tub, as we said before we started recording, it's about relaxing and just enjoying the time.
Absolutely. I like to have a good time.
Yes. Before we slide deeper into the tub, can you let all the listeners know where they can find you online and on social media?
I'm fortunate enough to have the honor of not being banned yet, so watch out. I'm still Ariel Demure on all platforms. Just Ariel Demure. Twitter, OnlyFans, Instagram. I even have a Reddit page. Don't post on it, but I've got it. And we are even working on a website coming to a local modem near you.
All right. Hey, and it can be on your phone too. Even better.
That's an option. I prefer desktop, but if you gotta do that pesky cellular device, I guess I'll just,
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Sometimes.
Well, again, as we said, thank you for taking time to join us today and really share a little bit about yourself, about your career path and what got you to where you are now. And, well, as we said, talk about maybe what's in the future.
Hell yeah. It's funny, we were talking before we went online about swingers clubs. I haven't been fortunate enough to go to an official swingers club yet, but I'm very familiar with the lifestyle because I used to work in a strip club in South Florida, and our best clientele was swinger couples. We catered to them very specifically, and we were very fortunate to have a really great ratio of swingers to general population in our establishment. It was really an awesome experience.
And it's for you to say that. We've actually, in our journey and going to clubs, it's always funny because when a dancer comes up, if they will, it's funny. A lot of the times when they didn't know us, they would wait until Mrs. went to the bathroom. And then they'd come up and talk to me.
Well,
and I'm like, no, hey, look. She actually said, let's go to the club. Oh, really? Yes.
That's fabulous. I love that. I enjoy being a third for couples a lot of the time because I'm a facilitator. I like making things happen. I like being a part of seeing a vision through. And yes, a lot of the time, the female counterpart of a couple will have instituted the swinging aspect of it, but so often they're also not attended to nearly enough. The focus is far too much on the male counterpart, and I like being able to bridge that gap, like we were talking about, making sure that everyone is attended to in all contexts,
Everybody involved. That has always,
everyone needs to be involved.
Yeah, from the start of our lifestyle journey, that was, look, it's all or nothing. It's everybody involved or it's just not going to work out. So
everybody's got to get their hands wet.
Exactly. And other things.
Yeah. Nobody's taking one for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. I agree. Absolutely.
So that club experience in Fort Lauderdale, was that kind of your step into adult?
Oh, definitely. I was very fortunate in that, fortunate depending on who you ask, but I skipped school one day and I went to the beach and I met this DJ who worked at a strip club. And when I turned 18, you better believe I started working there. And from that point, I really fell in love with the adult entertainment industry. That's where I met my first agent, and it's where I met a lot of people who are still my friends to this day. But on a more parallel note, more congruent note, it's where I also was exposed to swinging and that whole lifestyle. And it is very interesting that there are so many intersectionalities, but there is this division that's interesting with trans people and swingers.
And as we talked a little bit before we started recording as well, that is the swinger lifestyle, and that term is generalized as compared to, as we say, being in the lifestyle, which is definitely a more open and broad, where
right, it's kind of a blanket statement, but there can be so many different niches and thought processes that are unique to the individual. To generalize the whole population thinks the same way is very precocious.
Yes, and there's a lot. It's good in a way. It's good all around, really, to see that the trans side is, there's more acceptance than there was, say, 5 years ago, even.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
So
I would say in a grander scape, there's more acceptance for sure. I would say, like, in social media or in the public eye, the acceptability has gone up. But would you say that in your personal experience, like in the clubs and stuff, there's almost like this eye of Sauron, where it's just, there's always someone watching you and you don't get to really explore quite as much as you used to? Because when I first started in the clubs personally, I was coming off of I was being taught, like, by the veteran performers of this time when everyone just cohabitated. There was no social media, so everyone just did whatever. There was no one watching, no one cared, so you just had a good time. You didn't have to worry about people's opinions. Now I feel like, because there's just this lingering energy of nothing is secret, there's nothing sacred anymore. You can't be quite as expressive in person.
there's cameras everywhere.
That too.
And without a doubt, you're always like, okay, exactly, who's watching, who might see. And that is, I think, from the club standpoint, where there's more intermingle, and really having the conversations and just talking to people and getting back to that again. Back in the days prior to social media and camera phones and everything, yeah, it really wasn't. Now it's there, but how do you get away from that and get back to conversations and not typing on a keyboard?
Do you feel a big how have you been going to swinging clubs for a long time?
Well, yeah, I mean, probably 13 to 14 years now.
Mm-hmm.
But both of you have been going for that full. So what's the big difference, do you find?
Well, and I think from the different gender identities and all of that. So there is, and we talked about it again on a previous episode. So there are two main clubs around us. One is a swingers club, and the other is considered a lifestyle club. So
what's the distinction?
Well, so the lifestyle club,
Old versus young.
and
oh my goodness, the words. Oh, the words.
I mean,
the
and
verbiage.
The club that is labeled as a swinger club has been around a lot longer. Their members have been members since the place opened, and I think mainly it's just a different
energy, maybe
mindset.
Mindset. Right.
Yeah, more the thought process, because the lifestyle club again is, so there is a dungeon, there's a BDSM area, they have Freaky Fridays where there's shibari and suspension and latex.
Right.
They have a theater room. They have a glory hole. They are open to...
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And
there's a lot of variety, and the variety doesn't really carry over to the swingers club per se. It's more so just hang out, meet people.
Yeah, I mean, and they have, some sex swings and stuff, but
it's more the neighborhood bar inside of a club.
Yes. The swinger club, literally is a bar. It's a BYOB bar, has a dance floor and everything, and you have to be a member, but then there's rooms in the back that you can go and play.
Mm-hmm.
That's fascinating. So, I love that.
Yeah, the lifestyle club is kind of the same. At the same time, it's
more more of a club scene.
Yes. And open to all genders, all races, no matter what.
Right on.
Yes.
And there's a lot of crossover between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There's also
some crossover.
There's you have to be a member also, but there's more diversity among the members.
Got it. Yeah.
Age-wise and,
and
it's
that. Definitely the mid-20s to 40s are at the lifestyle club, and then you get that 40s to 60s, 70s at the swinger.
Isn't that incorrect? Right. Now, would you say that either one trumps the other and like the kind of fun you can even have? I feel like it would probably be a good time at both, but
and both of them really are, because
they have their own like benefits.
Yes. Yeah, the swingers club is more hey, we want to go out, we want to hang out with some people, or we just want to kind of relax in a fun atmosphere. We'll go there. Hey, if we want the pumping, crazy, wild, and hey, we're gonna hook up with somebody and bang tonight, we're gonna go to the lifestyle club. Because
that would be awesome to have both.
Yeah. And benefit to us is we kind of live in between the two of them. We're about 20 minutes either way from each of them.
Oh, that's the bomb. Yeah. No, I haven't been to anything like that ever. I've done years ago when I looked much different and lived life a different way. There was a bathhouse that I used to go to in Fort Lauderdale that was super fun, and that's like what you're talking about. You had your swings, you had your sauna, you had your glory holes, but no, it sounds like such a good time. I wish someone would tell me what's in the area. Whoever's listening, that would be similar in Los Angeles. There's got to be something that doesn't cost you fucking $5,000 to get through the door.
Yeah.
Oh boy, just what we want to hear. We're heading to LA. When we're recording, we'll be in LA in 2 weeks.
Hell yeah! Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much fun to do. I've worked a couple parties where it was like a live sex show, and that was like really fun to be like sex parties before, and that's really fun to like be a part of. But there's something about a brick and mortar establishment that's just about meeting people and having common ground and being able to, explore and discuss a salon of sorts. I feel like they're far and few between now. There's so few people who care about not only the longevity of an enterprise, but also the community that you can build.
And that word right there, community, that is within the lifestyle. We have met so many friends that are great friends for a long time and are going to be.
Don't mind me.
And as well, we've said that about the adult industry as well. We are two people from Western Pennsylvania that met some people in the industry, and it has grown, and we were welcomed in by so many performers and PR agents and everything into that community. Mm-hmm. And it floors it even to me. It floors me sometimes. I'm like, how did we
get here?
Yes, it's the acceptance. It's a different mindset. And it all comes back to sex positivity and sexuality and just open-mindedness.
100%. It's so unfortunate that such a huge population of not only our country, but the world has this ability to consume sex in like a visual context or just sort of more passive, where you're not actually having sex, but you're consuming it in one way or another. Yes. You're looking at this even commercial on cable television, not the way it was intended. I'm trying to sell you beer, but you're looking at the context of this commercial and you are using this later as fuel for whatever fantasy you've got going on in your mind. You're consuming sex all day long. And you're doing it in a way that is, obviously by the marketing companies intentional, but not as it's intended. And you look at porn and you look at erotic Instagram models, all this stuff, and you condemn them publicly, but you need them in order to function. You're choosing, you could just block certain things. There's ways to fix an algorithm, but granted, with the eye of Sauron on us at all times, it's hard to really do things conclusively, but there are modes and modalities in which you could lessen how much we enjoy sex as a human race, and we choose not to because we enjoy it.
Yes.
So to shit on people because not only do we enjoy it, we want to embrace it and explore it and confabulate on how exciting it can be to try this and that and not this and not that, whatever. It's frustrating to a lot of I use this term sex workers because it's a nice umbrella term.
Sure.
But people in the adult industry, a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us all kind of feel that exhaustion. Like, what the hell? What is wrong with you people? Why are we still talking about this even?
Well, and as you said, we, as a society, we live on it, but then you live on it behind closed doors and you hide it from others because, I don't want them to think I'm dirty or I'm this. But guess what? They're doing the same stuff.
Grow up.
I'm like, come on. Yeah.
No, it's so funny. I mean, if you just look at the statistics, I've had to do a lot of market research for this project that I'm working on, and looking at the actual statistics, the math behind, the way we consume adult content, it's just hilarious. You look at the population map of the country and the porn that they're consuming, and then the economic climate or the political climate of that state. It's like, what are you? Shut up! You're so dumb. Like, you look dumb. You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, and as you just made that, we will say, looking at that and based on states and this and that and everything, congratulations, because in the second quarter of 2023, you were the top trans star on AEBN Trends.
Good old AEBN. God love them. Can't live with them, can't live without them,
Which, and listeners of ours do know, when those are released, we do a segment on them, and we do run down through some of those lists.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I love hearing that. But, yeah, that was really exciting. My good friend, Jade Venus, has been in the top. I want to say she was the top for like the past year. And she just allowed me the honor to have the spot for a quarter. And it was so generous of her. But she will be back so soon, and she will be number one again very soon. But yes, I saw that a couple days ago, and I audibly gasped because for a long time I've said, because me personally, I've only looked the way that I do for like a year and a half, 2 years now.
Okay.
People online would recognize that to be a fact, but or people who know me. But I've always just been the silly, funny, ugly friend, and I'm very comfortable with that place. I've never contested it. I revel in it. And I've always said that winning big titles like that have never been a part of my trajectory. They've never been a goal of mine. I just want to do what I do and do it well and enjoy it and have a good time. And so getting these accolades, like the top for AEBN, kind of honestly feels better for me than winning like an award, because like that's actually what people are watching. There's a panel who decides award.
Mm-hmm.
There's fans who pick awards, and they just sit there with bot accounts and, I want my person to win, so I'm going to pick them. Or you're looking at like a map of the world and like what porn is getting streamed most. Of course, like certain people are going to win over others, whatever, who cares? The idea that I would get to have like a top stream really means a lot to me, and that I don't know. I feel very just warm and fuzzy over the whole concept of just getting to be number one for the quarter. I don't care. That's awesome. I love it.
And you're right when you say that. When you look at that, the AEBN, there you can't fake that, because that is downloads,
sales.
it's hits.
We're talking numbers, babe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fake that, as you said, when you get into some other awards, and not knocking those, because you got to earn your spot to those.
No, I'm very humbled by every award I've ever been honored with. But to be like just numerically one of the more looked at people on the grander scale feels really good. Because once again, this is all like relatively new for me. I am very cognizant that I am lucky to just be in a situation where people want to look at me. Yeah.
Well, and again, as we go down through the list, I mean, yes,
great gals, all of them, every one of them. To be 100% honest, I know who was typically in the top 10. I don't know this go around because I was a little bit distracted by me.
Well, I mean, you see your name at the top, you're like, all right, done, cool, out.
Right. Well, I did it. But no, God bless Cora and Emma and Erica Cherry and Izzy Wild and Tori Easton, all the girls who are putting in the work, doing those long hours, making magic and making people come and having fun doing it. That's why some people last in this industry and some people fade out, because you have to find that groove, and you have to have fun, and you have to figure out how to make it work for you. It sucks when people burn themselves out in the industry. We all get burnout, but it sucks when people get burnt out in the industry, because at the end of the day, what they want is that validation. They need it in order to succeed. And at the end of the day, I'm grateful anyone wants to, fucking jerk off to my silly self. It's funny. I realized yesterday, while I was moving furniture around in my apartment, I don't think my fan base actually really even gets me, because I'm not even someone I would think would be in porn. I just am a silly goose, and I like to have a nice time, but I happen to look a certain way, so people want to jerk off to me. And it's a weird cross section where I'm glad they like what they're looking at, but the second, I do anything, I don't think that there's a whole lot of crossover.
Well, and again, as you said, you got to have fun at what you're doing. It's a job.
Yeah, we have a great time on set. I wish the fans could be there. That was terrific.
And again, as we got some notes and stuff, there were some names that jumped out that have commented about how great it is having you on set, and
Aw.
just your personality and the work ethic, and you just want to have fun, and that makes, as the name and that goes around, people just want to be involved with you and have you there. So you're having fun, and it's growing because you're being you.
Right. Well, finding those people that appreciate that authenticity has been a big component of it, and I'm sure it's very similar with your guys' situation too, where you meet people in the clubs, and I'm sure they are just a pill to deal with, because you're like, why are you even here? You're playing games. You're not down.
Yeah.
You're not about it. You're not about the lifestyle.
Well, and we've talked to some other performers too. You can, as you said, people come and go. You can see a performer if you're having a bad day or if you're not happy. That shows and reflects on screen. But if you're enjoying what you're doing,
It has the
having
potential
fun,
to.
yes, and you're having fun, that reflects on screen in a positive way. And doing our, as we call it, research for our interview.
In other words, perving.
Yes, and watching social media and OnlyFans and adult time. It's like,
Wow.
these scenes are fun. Like, there was just so much energy in the scenes that we had watched of yours in kind of preparing for this. I mean, and as we said, it was what? The pool party barbecue watermelon scene.
Oh my goodness. That was such a delight. What a whimsical time. Yeah, Often is fabulous. Erica's a friend. She's an incredible performer just in and of herself. Like, she doesn't even need coaching. Like, she's just good. She's just in and of herself very good at her job. But then she also just happens to be really sweet on top of it, which is random. Like, who are you? But how dare you be nice and talented? But that was just a great day. Stella Smut, the director, is fabulous. I love working for Adult Time and for Transfixed and Oopsie, which is who shot the scene, who filmed the scene. I love working for them.
Actually,
But those are long days.
it was called Wieners and Buns.
Yeah.
Wieners and buns.
Yeah.
Wieners and buns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can't work wieners, buns, and watermelon. That's just, it's a mouthful.
It's just too long.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that one was, I'm like, it was literally a fun scene. It was like, all right, who would have thought about that? But this all worked. And was
Well, we learned recently that because I love doing narrative, I love a storyline, but we learned that those goofy, silly scenes do really well. So that's something that's definitely going to be very popular in the coming span of time, because people love them. And at the end of the day, we love hearing what the fans enjoy. Hearing what they don't enjoy is kind of counterintuitive. Don't tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you do, so we can work towards, a more positive note. And that's something that we felt a lot of positive feedback on. So it's definitely gotten a lot of priority this year. The silly slapstick Laurel and Hardy style pornography.
and that's it. It has that little comic side of it, and and the sex side of it. It really does make for a good scene.
Yeah.
So from the acting side and the dialogue, do you enjoy more of that comedy slapstick? Do you like drama? Do you see yourself expanding more into?
I never pursued acting in school. I never thought that was something I'd be doing. I only got into porn for ulterior motives, cultivating success, long-term wealth, and healthiness, all that jazz. But honestly, it just depends on the day, because in the beginning, they handed me a script and were like, you have to do lines now. And I was like, what? Don't make me talk. My voice, I hate it. And it just gradually got easier and easier. Also, what's funny about the editing process of these scenes that we do, a lot of the time I notice they'll just use the first usable take. They don't care about the best one. They don't care about, if you got the lines perfect or if that light was just amazing in that one particular take. They're like, okay, she said the title of the scene in that one, so just use that one. It was the first time she used it. And there's been times where I'll watch one of like my earlier scenes and neither performer says the other performer's name right. Like we're just like, look fine. It has to be out in like 5 hours. Just get it out. So learning how to do things well the first go around has been a real uphill battle, and I'm still definitely not even close. So I don't know about acting for real, but it's definitely, I have a strength in compartmentalization. I have a very strong mind in, okay, this is what's real, this is what's not real. This is work, this is fun. This is you getting a paycheck, and this is you doing something that you love and care for. And if a part doesn't really like speak to me, and I'm okay with it, because I have turned down ventures that I felt on a political level, it didn't resonate with me, and I felt that it was done in poor taste. Mm-hmm. And I've turned those things down. It's not because I don't think people should have their fetishes and extrapolate on them and explore them. It's because it's not right for me. So I have an ability to say, okay, this is a paycheck, get it done. And then what's ironic is a lot of the time, those scenes end up doing really well, because I'm able to say, you know what, this might not be you, but it needs to get done. So do it as good as you can, and then you're going to get money for it. So who fucking cares, you know? At the end of the day, you might not get the most enjoyment out of it, but someone will, and I can guarantee that someone isn't one, it's a lot. So it's much bigger than just me.
Right.
When I get cast in these silly things that don't really speak towards me, like as an artist, because that's at the end of the day how I do see myself. What I do is, in some context, in my mind, a form of like visual art. And sometimes I'm in it, sometimes I'm not. Who fucking cares? It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like porn is good for me because it allows me to explore creatively. But at the end of the day, I'm still that person who just liked to go to the club and chit chat with people and have a good time. And I'd have to go on stage, a few times a night. You do your little number, you dance around the pole, and then you get to go back and like chit chat with people. And sometimes you'd make a lot of money doing that. And sometimes you would end up having sex behind a dumpster in an alley, and that's cool too.
Yeah. Hey, win-win sometimes.
Life's just the berries,
So when you're not working, what kinds of things do you like to do?
Drink. I love to see my gal pals. I'm very fortunate that over the time I've lived in Los Angeles, I've built up a small little community of friends, and it's really vital to us as not only trans people, but as adult film performers, as artists, to have a network of supportive people in our zeitgeist. And when I'm not being whore, I enjoy not even having that part of my brain even acknowledged. I'm in my apartment decoupaging, or enjoying a glass of wine and watching The Witcher on Netflix. Just like nothing, just doing absolutely nothing of value except to me, because that ability to just check out of the world and be in my own little bubble is very important when you are so exposed. It's imperative that artists, people who give so much of themselves to the world, be able to have that. This is not interesting. This is just, it's for me. This is my thing.
That's your mental break. You need to be able to mentally shut down and just be you.
Yeah.
And leave, I don't want to say leave me alone, but leave work and everything outside.
You're just coasting. Mm-hmm. Brain is turned off and we're on default. We're on air pilot, just enjoying existing for a little bit, because there's hills to climb and there's obstacles to overcome and there's people to meet and there's things to do and there's serotonin to chase. But at the end of the day, just reveling in existing can be so, nirvana, just being content in being alive. Yeah. It's not fun. I'm literally sitting at a window and drinking tea. I'm not doing anything interesting. And then the other parts I just don't remember, so I can't speak towards them.
Well,
I mix too many different things, and then I don't remember what happens, and they ask me to leave the Abbey because apparently I'm wrestling. I don't remember that. It doesn't matter. I was existing.
Yes, exactly. And when you got up, you were home in your own bed, and okay, it's good, and I don't have.
And then when that bouncer sent me that video of me laying in the middle of the crosswalk, I can say good for her. Because I compartmentalized.
You look like you had a damn good night. Way to go.
God, I don't know her, but she has fun.
She looks like a blast.
Wish I was there.
Yeah. And sometimes you just need to do that. That's it.
Yeah, honestly. They don't tell you that. That's something that your people should know. If you black out once, it only becomes easier for you to black out in the future. It takes less and less for it to happen. So be careful and speak to your body. Know thyself. Because I can't even believe how many times I blacked out this year. Thank goodness I don't do anything that bad. But I don't know. Getting asked to leave a nightclub because I was play wrestling with my gal pal is kind of annoying. They let me in the other week, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you were able to come back. That's what matters.
I am the comeback.
They should have just started charging for people to watch you guys.
Yeah. What?
Anyway. I don't think I want everyone to see that. Yeah.
Well, another personal question that we always like to ask, just because of our backgrounds and things we do. So you open up your refrigerator.
Okay.
What's in it? What has to be in it all the time?
What has to be in it is different than what is in it.
Okay.
Because it depends on the time of week and how much mania I'm experiencing. But
No, wait.
what's in it right now? A lot of leftovers. What needs to be in it? 4 Red Bulls, 4 kombuchas. I prefer the apple one in the brown jar. And 4 vanilla strawberry probiotic sparkling waters. I can't remember what the brand name is, but it's delicious. Vanilla and strawberry. Didn't think that would go together, but it's the only palatable flavor that they have. And it's so lovely and so refreshing. Typically there's some sort of pasta. I eat far too much gluten. And I've learned about myself through seeing myself on in very compromising positions, doing very questionable acts online, that gluten does not agree with my torso. I get very bloated very easily, but I'm not willing to compromise my intake of potato and pasta. I won't do it.
There's just some things you can't do without. Yeah.
No, some things are worth fighting for, and I think that is pasta and potato. I don't, you know what? Gluten be damned. I'll go to battle over gluten, and I don't care. I love it. It's horrible. It's terrible, but I love it.
There's a lot of pasta around this house too, and so
God bless it.
I mean, my background currently is food service, so I'm a chef. I've always been in the restaurant, so that's why we kind of asked that. I'm like, it's always interesting to find out what exists.
I was raised on leftovers. If we ate something one night, you better believe it's gonna last. You know, if mom cooked. And then also for if we ordered out. If we had the money to order fucking food in, well, it's going to feed you. You're going to eat it, you know?
Yeah.
And
it's not going in the trash.
I don't mind an old McDonald's French fry. I don't mind if it's been a day, you know? I don't care that it tastes like sandpaper. It's lovely and it's sustenance.
Yeah.
It does very little good to my body, but it does my mind good.
And all you got to do is dip it in ranch or ketchup, and it's fine.
There you go. Jesus made ketchup. Enjoy it.
See, we're here in Western Pennsylvania. Everything has to get ranch dressing, so that's the staple here.
Ranch, but it's just time and place.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people who dips everything in ranch and can drink it with a spoon. But in context, ranch is lovely. I love a teriyaki. I do a lovely teriyaki chicken with broccoli and carrot. Love a teriyaki or a chateau shing sha.
Well, hey, that goes well with a teriyaki. Yeah, it could.
Red wine goes with everything. Be damned anyone who says that you can't pair wine with anything.
Yeah, wine or bourbon. I'm a bourbon guy, so
I have recently gotten into bourbon. That's been my drink of choice out in public for like the past year or so. Maybe that is a part of the blacking out. We'll let the neurologist decide.
So, one other question is your OnlyFans. So listeners out there, they get onto your OnlyFans. What can they expect to find from you on there?
I am a chatty Kathy. I talk to everybody. So if you want to have a conversation with moi, you do it through the OF. I don't answer DMs on Instagram. I don't do it on Twitter. I do it on the OF. On the main page, I try to make sure that I post a good amount of like pictures to check in because I'm not a huge picture taker. So I'm being better about that. And the numbers don't lie. People are appreciative of such. But I also have a solid, maybe like 2 to 3 hardcore scenes a month come out because I feel like that's my bread and butter. At the end of the day, I'm an in-person kind of person, and I want people to feel like they're able to experience that. So I'm trying to cater to that energy. I can't obviously meet everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That word is not even allowed on
Yes.
said website. But I want that energy to be there, that they're a part of my life, that they're a fly on the wall, or that they're able to come into my home and enjoy space with me.
Very nice. And actually, now that you bring that up, so I do have one other question that I saw on social media. As you say, one hardcore, well, or a few hardcore scenes a month. So on your Twitter, debuting on your OnlyFans in August, the Barbie Dream House. Oh,
Good old Anna
shit.
God bless her.
I saw the clips on that and I'm like, what?
It's gonna be fantastic. That was the biggest endeavor I've ever been a part of. I've worked in strip clubs with less people in it than we were able to bring to that day. And the scene itself is so fun and authentic, and I haven't gotten to watch the entire scene, but being a part of it, we were just having so much fun. There were little groups, and then the groups crossed with the other groups, and then this one is with this one, and that one is with that one. It was such a great time. I put a lot of energy into my costumes, which was definitely not necessary, but coming from a performer background, I was like, okay, these girls are definitely going to bring it. So I've got to show them who's boss. And I looked ridiculous, but it was so much fun. It was such a silly time. The ironic part is that I never had Barbies. I never played with Barbies, really. I wanted to have them, but I was always the one who was like, okay, this Barbie needs a haircut. She looks ridiculous. And so now she's bald and her dress is in shreds. I'm a doer. I'm a facilitator. So it just never really translated to me, the whole Barbie concept. There's a group of trans women in Los Angeles who call themselves the Dolls, and me and my gal pals in general, I'm like, if they're dolls, we're gorgons. We're just creatures who live up in a cave, and so I've never identified as a doll. I've always been a gorgon. But it's a lovely concept. I love being invited. It was a wonderful time. It's a beautiful scene. It's incredibly shot. They had a drone. And it is going to be one for the books. It's going to be talked about so much. Everyone's going to love it.
And again, the preview clip that was on your Twitter, it looked it. So
yeah, it's really something special. Everyone should check it out.
Very good. Well, again, that's coming in August. So, August is
it's right around the corner.
Yeah, and actually, by the time this launches, it'll be in August. So there we are.
Give her a look, kids. Come on.
Yeah.
You know you wanna.
Even if you won't admit it, you know you wanna.
Exactly. That's it. Goes back to what we talked about at the beginning. So
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that, we truly appreciate your time. This has been a blast. We have enjoyed talking to you, getting to know you. Before we go, can you let all the listeners know one more time where they can find you online and on social media?
I am Ariel Demure on Instagram, Twitter, OnlyFans, and Reddit.
Very good. And it's the same name everywhere, as you said. I'm
very fortunate. Nothing has changed yet. I have my backup Instagram, which I advertise regularly on my regular Instagram. I don't even remember what I named it, honestly. It's been such a busy month. You know what I mean? You understand that. But Yeah, I've got a backup Instagram over there. I think it's Ariel Demure and more, if I'm not mistaken. That feels right. So that's my spicy Insta, if you want to take a real saucy gander. But I think that's everything. Pretty sure.
All right.
You're write it down, so.
Well, and as we always do, those social media links will be on the show notes when this episode launches. So hey, everybody can click right on there, and then then we'll be looking for the website that you said you're working on, and we'll be
It's
around.
coming. We're working on it. It's a process. You understand. You know it.
Yes. All right. Well, again, we thank you. We've enjoyed this, and it was great getting to know you. Best of luck to you in the future.
Absolutely. It was wonderful to be here. I appreciate the time. You both are lovely, and I can't wait to come over to Pittsburgh and say howdy do.
Hey,
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Just, you know what? You're a California person, Florida person. Just don't make it between October and April because it gets a little cold and snowy.
Fair enough. I'll wear my Eagles jersey.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your night.
That's Vidania. Thank you so much. Have a good night.